It's Halloween season, and the free iHeartRadio app has everything you need to make it a scream. Commercial-free Halloween radio. Custom playlists like Disney Halloween hits.
I'm riding to the core.
And spooky podcasts like Dream Sequence.
They're just dreams.
Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio.
It's like TikTok without using your thumb. Hey, I don't write these things. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
I don't even get it. All right, it's KDWB. Good morning. 1 hour commercial free. Dave and Bailey and Vaunt are here.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
We just gave away a bunch of tickets for Boo Bash. We got somebody on the phone who's actually called in to grab a pair of tickets. Hi, Catherine.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Bailey.
Hi.
Did you get your Boo Bash tickets?
Halloween.
Yeah.
Boo Bash coming up on Halloween night, and you are now in. You got your tickets, yeah?
I am super excited. And real quick, I'm going to give a shout out to my best friends, Jessica and Jordan.
Hey, Jessica and Jordan.
Here's the problem. You got a pair of Boo Bash tickets. Who are you going to take?
So it's just two?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will figure it out then.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it three.
Yeah.
You know what? It's my party. I'll do whatever I want to because
Yeah.
it's my party, and I'll give extra tickets if I want to.
Yeah.
Your name is on the board, dude.
My name is on the board, dude.
Come on, dude.
Were you at Bailey's birthday bash also?
I was. I had the sequence pink tank top on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember she got drunk and hit a cop in the head with a bottle.
Yeah, it was a good bit.
It was a good bit. Catherine, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Me and my friends are going to be the pink ladies from Greece.
Ooh.
Oh.
And we're going to rule the school.
Exactly.
Catherine.
At KDWB.
Hold on. I'll get your tickets for you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get more Boo Bash tickets for you coming up. Gary Spivey, $1,000 contest for scariest and sexiest, and then group or couple contest
Yeah,
too.
so Catherine could enter with Jessica and Jordan.
Totally could.
For pink ladies.
Absolutely. I got an email here that I just want to read to you because it's kind of interesting. We were talking about what brought this up. It was a conspiracy
It was
theory.
on the Minnesota Goodbye. We were talking about conspiracy theories.
And there was something about, I forget exactly what it was.
The hurricane.
The hurricane. Yeah. Okay, so this is so crazy because there are people who believe that the hurricanes are made by humans.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, we have apparently a large fan somewhere and we have a bucket of ice or something and we fan it out and we make, I don't know what these people think, but they think that we can control the weather. And so we were talking about how it's laughable that, you know, if you're going to like be able to control the weather, which you can't, number one, that you would use it for evil rather than good. So that somebody is actually sitting around like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons going, well, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to, yes, a hurricane. Yes, we're going to send a hurricane toward, the Carolinas, yes, yes. And then what we'll do is we'll have FEMA react really slow. So that way, the election will be yes, brilliant, as they're tapping their fingertips together. And to me, it's like, conspiracy theories, for the most part, are kind of dumb. So anyway, with respect, I will show the other side because you know what? I got an open mind.
Yeah.
Who's got an open mind?
Dave Ryan.
Dave Ryan's got an open mind.
That's what I know.
Chad writes in. He says, I caught part of your morning show talking about conspiracy theories about this. I also heard you vomiting BS and total denial about this topic. You should either shut up with your opinions until you know what you're talking about or dig into it with a little bit of research. You will find that the U.S. government has been researching, testing, and yes, manipulating weather with lasers and HARP technology since the 60s. Know what you're talking about and don't spew disinformation. I think it's misinformation, not disinformation, but you could be right. I'm not really sure.
Do your research, bucko.
Yeah, well, you hear that all the time. Educate yourself until you agree with me is basically what they mean.
I just want to know, where am I getting this research? Is it weatherblog.com?
It's like when I tried to convince you guys that the Earth was flat, and I said some guy from NASA said, that's my source.
Who?
Some guy from NASA.
Give me his credentials.
So anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. And you know what? I mean, I think that I don't want to go after people who believe conspiracy theories. I'm not going after you. I'm going after how dumb the theories are. But there's somebody pointed out a conspiracy theory on the Dave Ryan show, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, someone told Vaunt. Vaunt, what was this conspiracy?
Somebody said Vaunt what they said was Bailey, congrats, and Vaughn, look out. And we said why, and they said because in its history, all the ladies on the Dave Ryan show tend to move up or move on to other ventures, and the guys on this show get laid off / fired, and they go kaputs.
Okay.
Kaputs.
Okay.
They go kaputs.
Now let's rack that up a little bit. Okay, so Lee Volsvik, she's now in the Minnesota Broadcasters Hall of Fame. She's had a great career.
She's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last
Wow.
year she got inducted.
That's exciting.
Angie Taylor came in after her. She's got her own #1 radio show in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Foley is working, I believe, in Portland. I'm not positive.
I think.
She's definitely on the radio, though. Lena went from here to the biggest radio show in America, the Elvis Duran show.
New York
And
City,
then she
baby.
decided she didn't want to do it anymore, so now she's a filmmaker.
She's got a bajillion Instagram followers. Lena's always been my favorite, so I really like her and I follow
I
along
know.
with her.
A lot of people say that you remind them of Lena.
Great. That's
Yeah.
the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
And then Lena left, and then Fallon's got her own radio show in the afternoon. It's on the Jason Show, so
Yeah.
she's done really well. And let's go back. Pat Hebert's fired, but he went on to bigger and better things. R.I.P. Jackson fired. Steve laid off. But don't forget intern John.
Oh yes,
Intern John.
he was the
left
one,
here.
the anomaly.
So he was like an intern. So he's not like
Literally-
on the show. Like he wasn't.
No, he was on the show a lot.
Oh,
he
yeah, but like as a feature, not like a staple. You know?
He was still on the show.
He
It
was
still
on the show
counts.
a lot. He would make fun of Crisco.
Okay.
Oh, there's another one. Crisco left the show, and he's doing fine.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he still has a morning show just other side
So
of
it's
town.
not all one-sided. It's just a little bit lopsided. That's
so
all.
that means I am moving on up. Dude. What?
No. Chances are you're probably going to be working at a farmer's market by next summer.
As a volunteer? As like a side job from this one?
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of interesting.
That
Anyway.
concerns me.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I mean, for now.
I'm sure you said that to Steve. Then
said it.
unceremoniously.
I always told Steve, I said, Steve, you're on thin ice, and you're jumping up and down. You're jumping up and down on the thin ice. So,
God, let me go start putting in applications for Walmart.
Walmart.
not a bad idea.
Start pushing carts.
There's a couple of text messages regarding the conspiracy theories.
Okay.
It's called cloud seeding. Look it up. Yeah, you can seed clouds, but it doesn't cause a hurricane. Also, weird that weather girl Jenny is not here to talk about that weather conspiracy.
She's more than just a weather girl. She's a weather woman.
She's a weather. So, and then there's another one who's a meteorologist who says that it's true. I don't know. Oh, and then Dave said they skipped right over what happened to Drake too.
Oh, right.
So, yeah.
Haha, Drake.
I don't know. Maybe women work harder. Maybe you guys can learn a lesson from the women on the show.
Yeah.
You know,
I
maybe
think-
instead of going home and taking a nap every day, you should do what Bailey does. Oh, go home and take a
Harvest.
nap.
Go home and harvest my garden.
All right. It is KDWB. That is it for conspiracy theories. We do have, I want to do something. We're always trying to do something good for the community. One of the things we're doing right now is Coats for Kids. And it goes until like November 2nd or 3rd with Pilgrim Dry Cleaners. If you got coats in your closet, gather them up. Have your kids learn about this too, because it's a great lesson for your kids to learn to do nice things for other people. And so gather up your kids' coats, your old coats you don't wear anymore, stick them in the back of the car, take them down to Pilgrim Dry Cleaners. They'll clean them and they'll distribute them to people who don't have warm coats this winter. And when we say coats, it can be like old, like, you know, like windbreakers, light jackets,
Varsity jackets.
really anything
Yeah.
like that.
I have a couple of them that I know I don't wear just because I've outgrown the style that I'm definitely going to give.
Yeah, I have a ton
Okay.
I have to give.
So take them down to Pilgrim or to Vonnie's, and you get a couple of weeks with Coats for Kids with
The
KDWB.
Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
A lot of stuff going on. Let's cover Olivia Rodrigo doing a show in Australia, and apparently somebody left a trap door open, and you can actually hear the audio of her singing and dancing, and then you hear the crowd go, whoa, when she falls through the trap door. But she springs up. She says, I'm fine.
Oh my God, that was fun. I'm okay. Sometimes there's just a hole in the stage. That's all right. Okay. Where was I?
I'm going to start saying that. Sometimes there's just a hole in the stage.
Right. Well,
I'm having a bad day.
Expert witnesses say it was just a stage she was going through. Not going to use that joke frequently, but I've already worn it out on Bailey and Vaughn.
yeah.
I'm
not
over
even
it.
laughing anymore.
I
I'm
laughed the
over it.
first time.
Remember when I said Jenny was a weather girl woman and she was a weather woman, not a weather girl? That was funny. Remember when I said that?
I love when you have to tell people what you said was funny.
Bailey
I love-
always
you
has to
literally
explain her jokes.
Just did the same thing.
But he's a man.
Stupid.
Stupid. The whirlwind weekend for Taylor and Travis in New York City ended last night at Yankee Stadium. They went to the first game of the American League Championship Series between the Guardians and the Yankees, and they might have been cheering for opposing teams because he grew up in the Cleveland area, while New York City is Taylor's adoptive home, and the Yankees won. Next stop for Taylor is Miami this Friday to begin the final leg of the Eras Tour. The construction of the stage got underway at Hard Rock Stadium. Meanwhile, Travis goes back to KC to prepare for a game against the San Francisco 49ers, and that is who the Chiefs beat in February to win the Super Bowl. Speaking of which, Sabrina Carpenter reminded me. She was in concert last night. We've asked people how was the show, and a lot of people said it was, everybody said it was great.
Yeah.
And a couple of people said it was even better than the Eras Tour show.
We just got a text about it that says, I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for the opportunity to win Sabrina Carpenter tickets for the show last night. We went, and it was such an amazing show.
I'll
She
bet.
did a wonderful set. So, dang. I wish I could have gone. Me and Vaughn wanted to go, and then we didn't get tickets.
I'm sorry.
We didn't win. We kept texting.
You kept texting because you were never more than 20 minutes away.
Exactly.
I like this story. Here's basically Sabrina Carpenter listening to Ariana Grande's SNL impression of her, and she likes it.
But he's actually a doctor and randomly a model, and he volunteers with weird sick animals.
Is the point of this song just that Kelsey cheated on me all weekend?
No, the point is it's espresso.
You're not even listening to the lyrics.
That's all I'm listening to.
All right. The Texas lawyer representing 120 Diddy victims filed the first civil lawsuits in NYC. His unnamed clients include 2 women and 4 men who make all kinds of awful claims against Diddy. One of the men was only 16 years old at the time, and he was invited to a Hamptons white party, because we all heard about Diddy's legendary white parties back in the day. And we won't go into what basically transpired, but Diddy said basically a half promise, half threat. Don't you want to break into the business? So in other words, that was what he would hold over their head.
Yeah.
Don't you want to break into the business?
That's so dumb.
The same thing that Harvey Weinstein allegedly used to say,
Like,
too.
why is this happening again? Like, that's so, it makes me mad.
Some people, they say absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you're like Diddy and you have absolute power, you will be corrupt. So anybody with absolute power, they will absolutely be corrupted. Woman who was 19 at the time said that she was assaulted under the threat of death. Another one was at an industry party for Biggie. She claimed Diddy cornered her in a bathroom and said, "You better not tell anybody about this or you will disappear."
God, terrifying.
It's
I would
terrifying.
hate that if that was me. I would not want to be there.
Absolutely. Crayola and Hallmark are teaming up to bring Rainbow Bright back to life. She made her first appearance in 1984. She'll appear in a new series and at least one feature film. T.I. plans to retire from performing. His final performance will be in Atlanta at the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball concert. T.I. is going to be at that one. He says, "I don't want people to pay me anymore to hop around and sweat. Of course, I'm going to answer the phone and tell him I won't be performing." Last month, he and his wife were awarded $71 million in a copyright infringement case. Did you hear about this one?
No.
There's a toy company that marketed their LOL Surprise OMG dolls that copied the appearance of the couple's music group, OMG Girls. Okay, weird. He said, "I don't need the money. I don't want to do that anymore." I guess if you just got $71 million, you don't need to perform anymore.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know what he's going to do. Court threw out. So what happened was somebody accused Nick Carter of an attack back on a yacht in 2003 when she was only 15 years old. And that case is still working its way through the courts. But he countersued her for $3.4 million for defamation. The judge threw that out. So not sure the details, but the judge threw that out. Here's an interesting story. You know what? We don't like Chris Brown.
No.
A lot of radio stations are playing him again.
Which
And
I don't know why. I don't understand.
Well, I don't either. And I think he comes up sometimes on KDWB. But if we ever accidentally play Chris Brown on this show, it will be an accident.
Yeah.
But here's what's interesting. 20,000 people have signed their names to a petition to ban Chris Brown for performing a pair of December shows in South Africa. They say an advocacy group, Women for Change, launched the petition which calls for Brown to be blocked from performing in the country. The petition popped up after a concert with him set for December, sold out in under 2 hours. So the demand is still there.
Ew.
96,000 seats in 2 hours.
96,000 seats.
Gross.
That's amazing. The director said, when I saw the news that Chris Brown's coming to South Africa, I was shocked and disappointed. The petition was started to send a strong message. We will not tolerate the celebration of individuals with a history of violence against women. Good for them.
Yeah, stand your ground, guys.
We're all moving to Europa. Do you know about this?
Europa?
Yeah, we're all moving to Europa.
How come?
Well, because NASA has launched a mission that is going to see whether Europa is habitable.
I thought you were saying Europe in like a funny accent.
No, it's a moon on Jupiter.
Okay, we're
think.
moving to Europa.
Well, yeah, we're running out of room here.
Okay.
Have you seen the traffic lately?
Nick Cannon keeps having kids. Ooh.
Exactly.
No food in the stores for us.
Exactly. And one more before we get into group therapy. Mariah Carey is not a fan of overhead lighting.
Listen, I can't with the overhead lighting. Why do they do it to us? Why? And I shouldn't even say us because it's not us, it's me. I'm the one that gets the most tortured by the hideous lighting in every elevator, doorway, gyms. Not that I go to the gym, but I'm just saying. Overhead lighting, I don't think so, honey. Please stop it. Every place I go, I shut the lights.
15
Turn them out. I don't want to see them no more.
Speaking of lighting at the gym, I will be at Snap Fitness in Chanhassen on October 26th. That's a Saturday from like 10 in the morning till 1 for their grand reopening. We got prizes to give away. We got wild tickets to give away. I'll be selling and signing my children's book, Little Dave's Amazing Day, just in time for Christmas. Think about your niece, nephew, kids would love that book for Christmas.
Are you going to be doing some squats while you're there?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
I'm only going to
Goblet
come
squats.
if there's squats happening.
75-pound goblet squats.
All right, hot.
You want to wear a muscle tee? Like a tank top to show the guns?
Just wear a crop.
I might.
Crop top.
You should.
Snap Fitness Chan happening. Grand reopening on Saturday, October 26th, 10 until 1. Come on by. All right, it is time now for group therapy. Let's get into it, see if we can help this person.
101.3 KDWB.
The Dave Ryan Show.
Group therapy.
So for group therapy, basically, if you got a problem and you don't really know what to do with the whole thing, we would love to help you out. So let's talk to Jackie. Good morning, Jackie.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Hi, good. We're on the radio. What's on your mind, Jackie? What do you need help with today? And we'll see if somebody listening has kind of been through the same kind of situation.
Yeah.
So last week, my boyfriend Chris and I were playing that game, Let's Get Deep. It's like a card game where it asks you questions and you guys both answer them. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay, so kind of started out, had like lighthearted questions, like simple questions, easy questions, like what's something you want to do together that you haven't done yet? And we both answered it and whatever.
Okay,
and,
so lighthearted, fun kind of questions, right?
Right. So that's how it kind of started off. But then it got into like more serious questions and kind of took a turn. And one of the cards said, tell each other your body count.
Oh.
And I am kind of surprised that we hadn't talked about this before. But anyway, so I told him that I had only been with 6 people. And he told me that he had been with 106 people.
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Jeez.
I didn't know it was that high. I knew it was big, but I didn't know going in that it was going to be that 106.
At age 30.
And he's 30.
Yeah.
Did he have an explanation like back in his F-boy days at the U or Concordia or wherever or what? How did he acquire 106?
We didn't even get into it. Like, and it was just like so taken back. I was like, what? What? He said, like, college. And I was like, what?
Okay, let's break that down a little bit. 106. Let's say you have maybe, I don't know, this guy probably has 10 going into college. And how long you been together?
A year.
Okay, so there's a year of no body count, maybe just one body count.
Sure.
So then you're figuring in a span of 10-ish years or so, that breaks down to about 9 a year or so, depending on the year. I mean, that's a lot. That is like averaging one nearly every month. I'm doing bad math.
I'm about to say, I don't think it's just a lot.
The math
That's
ain't
what
math,
it is.
but yeah, it's a lot. 106.
Okay. And so you're wondering, is it disgusting or should you be non-judgmental?
Right.
Huh.
I'm feeling some type of way about this, and I know, like, I shouldn't pass judgment, but, like, I don't know. Like, I feel a little ick about it, and, like, it's making me a little insecure, and, like, I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about it, so that's why it's just like, oh, my God. Like, what do I do about this?
If your own body count was higher, like if yours was like 44, would you feel differently about it? Because Julie and I both had a high body count. And Julie would tell me hers, and she would count them up on her fingers and whatever. And she'd be like, yeah, 27, 27. And then the next time she'd do it, it'd be like 24. And the next time be 32. And I'm like, okay, you're clearly misleading me somehow. But is that, okay, so let's go around the room.
Yeah.
Guy's got 106 body count at 30 years old. Is he marriage material, or is he like, I'm sorry, this is not a relationship that's going to last. This is disgusting.
See, I think it brings up the question, like, does it matter? Like, does this concern me, the number? Because, like, you mentioned, oh, it's kind of shocking that we hadn't talked about this before. But, like, is this a normal thing people talk about? Because I never talk about that. And the only time we've ever talked about it is, like, in this room with us right here.
I will say it is normal, at least for me. In my current relationship and my last relationship, I definitely had this conversation just because I wasn't ashamed of it. Neither were they. And we were open in the beginning.
Dave,
I know Susan's body count. I'm not going to say it on the radio, but it's modest. It's modest. And it's, I don't want to say respectable, but I get what you're saying. I know that let's turn the tables a little bit. Let's say a woman said that she had a body count of 106. Well, we're supposed to not shame that behavior. But at the same time, there's a part of us, I think, that is naturally going to be like, okay, that's kind of gross. And if it's a guy, it's just as gross. I'll be honest with you.
I think, like, you can... I feel like saying, oh, that's gross is a bit much, but you can say, like, oh, this is making me insecure, because then it's about you. It's not about them. Like, you're acting on your own insecurity by how much that number makes you feel about something versus, like, there's something wrong with him because he slept with 106 people in his past before he met you.
And is that the thing? Is there something wrong with somebody who sleeps with 106 people by the time they're 30 years old? Hashtag college. There's some people who, I get a text message. It says 106 sounds kind of normal. For a guy in his 30s, college is insane. College isn't insane for everybody, but I guess if there's a time when you're going to be insane, that's when it's going to be. Here is another text message, and I don't know if it's from a male or a female. I thought 30 was a ton. I would be disgusted by that number.
Oh, man.
Another one says, I would worry about whether he is clean or healthy. I hope that he's been tested, and so have you. Well,
right, that's kind of like my next question. It leads you down the road of, like, asking those questions. Like, have you been tested for things? Like, now I start to worry about myself and diseases. I mean, it just opens up Pandora's box of, like, all kinds of issues. And I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe this now.
So I feel like someone who's that, like, sexually active throughout their life is someone who gets tested a lot. Like 106, there's no way that you would go that entire time, 10 years, sleep with that many people and never get tested.
Or never catch anything.
Or never catch anything.
Forget about testing.
Right.
It's a matter of you probably caught something. Text messages. This one, they say they lie because they're a female and they say that it's under 10, but they have, here's the text. I'm 24. I'm a female. I have close to 100 as a body count.
Wow.
It shouldn't matter on the body count at all. It's just a number as long as you're STD free. It shouldn't matter. But since I'm a female, I have to lie and say a number under 10. Wow. But I will tell you.
Because of a stigma.
But let's judge a little bit. Because we all judge. We all say, oh, don't judge, don't judge. We all judge every day.
True.
We judge whether it's safe to go out in a thunderstorm. We judge when we get on the airplane whether the pilot is drunk. If you get on the airplane, the pilot's got a bottle of scotch in his hand, and you judge. We judge all the time. But as a 24-year-old female with 100 body count, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
This person says, I'm 34 and I've been with my husband for 10 years. My body count is like 60-ish. I don't think you should judge.
60-ish?
60-ish. So when they were 34, it was 60-ish. And they said, I don't think you should judge. People have pasts and they change.
Well, I think here's the thing. If you find the person that you really love and want to be with, your body count days are probably over. So what's in the past is in the past. I mean, if you really, let's get some phone calls because we want people to help you out. If you're just turning the radio on, we're talking to somebody, Jackie, probably not your real name, who is talking about, they did that game. What's it called?
Let's Get Deep.
Let's Get Deep. And one of the questions is, what's your body count? And you said your body count was, what did you say, Jackie? Did you say?
6.
6. And his body count's 106.
And I'm not lying about that, by the way.
Okay, no, I believe you.
Yeah.
Jane is on the phone. Jane, you heard her description of what's going on. What did you think? Is a high body count a red flag? What do you think?
No, I mean, I'm 48 years old, and my body count is definitely in the triple digits, but I've actually lost count. I don't know for sure anymore. But a lot of them were in my 20s. Like, I would say the vast majority of... I had my daughter when I was 31 in a relationship. So I would say by the time I was 30, most of them were in my 20s. And I was young. I was traveling. I had a job with money, and I could go around. If I wanted to have a one-night stand every weekend, who cares? I could have done 50 guys in 1 year. So the point is I went to the doctor. You know, I did get tested, regular physicals, whatever. But and if guys, I think that you have hit on a really important thing. When guys do this, score, he's a stud, right? Girls do it, you're a slut.
I'm going to stop you there because can I just disagree as a guy? I think he's disgusting. I'm a guy, and I think he's disgusting.
Man,
I don't think that old stereotype to me doesn't fly like it used to.
It's necessarily disgusting. Think about that. What is wrong with going out and being like, I want to get some, in my case, I want to get some dick. I don't want to.
Okay, you can't say that. I'm going to cut you off because you can't say that. Now I'm going to hit the dump button, okay? All right. Thanks, Jane. I appreciate it, but let's not say that word or several other words that Bailey is about to list.
Aggressive.
Yeah, you did get aggressive, yeah.
But, like, I see where she's coming from. Like, if that's what you're looking for, I just don't think I wouldn't be judgy with, like, a high number. Because, like, that's your past. If he treats you good now, isn't that what matters?
I agree with that, but let's face it, I think it's a little bit gross, and there are people who agree and some will disagree. Let's talk to Alex. Alex, what's your take on the whole 106 body count thing?
Hey, well, I'm actually kind of in a similar situation, but I'm the one with the high body count with my boyfriend.
You know I want to ask you what it is.
Like
what? You know I'm trying to stop myself, Alex, from asking you what it is, so I won't ask.
It's like, no, mine's like 40-something.
Okay.
And his is like 8.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? How does he feel about that?
So, I mean, the thing is, we've been together for almost 4 years, and all of that happened before I met him. But I think the main thing to think of is, like, we are exclusively together, and a lot of why I may have been with those people in the past was because of what I was going through at that time. Like, not to get too deep, but when you're in your 20s, you might go through some really traumatic events. Like, people have different ways of coping with things.
No, I think that's true because I think, some people stress eat. Like, they're really depressed or whatever, so they'll eat. Some people... to alleviate stress, they might go out and seek a bunch of... Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, and also, it's like, if this is the person that you are with, then this is a conversation that you need to have. And if you think it's disgusting, then that could be a difference in values, where it's like, okay, maybe you don't want to be with this person, but I think that's why it's a good conversation to have. And I would be glad that it came up in this game and not in some other awkward way when you were, like, drunk. And you're like, babe, how many did I win?
That's true. Good take. All right, let's do some more. We get some more phone calls. So Jackie she's got a boyfriend. They've been dating for a year. They were playing that game where you ask deep questions. What's it called in case people want to buy it? Let's Get Deep in case you want to buy it so you can start a fight in your own relationship over the body count.
Different versions of the game. Like, we have the friend version of it in the studio, but they have like a relationship one, a strangers one. There's different levels.
Okay, gotcha. Let's talk to get somebody else on the phone.
Can I read some text too?
Yes, please.
Okay, this person says, look at it this way. He most likely has already sowed his oats. My husband and I both had high body counts, been together for almost 20 years faithfully. Someone says, woman here, I don't ask. I'm only worried about the present and how I'm treated in the relationship.
And that's so true, because I really will tell you that once you find the person that you really love, you really don't want to. It's not even about cheating. I don't think it's about cheating necessarily, although it can be.
A lot of people are texting in being like, I'm concerned he'd be a cheater. But
I think it can be.
I don't
Bailey.
see though, because like if your body count is high, that doesn't mean you're a cheater. It just means you're promiscuous.
Yeah, you had fun.
Yeah.
If he's been loyal to you for a year, I understand the insecurity. Like I said a while ago, I am the most insecure person about everything. But if this person's showing you that they're dedicated to you, I don't think it matters. But you're still allowed to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you can,
Someone else
because we're all human.
Says, I really don't see why the number is such a big deal. Now, if you've tried 106 different drugs, that's way more concerning.
Are there 106 different drugs?
I don't know. I'd have to list.
Okay,
I'd have to make a
we'll
list.
get that to you. Alexis is on the phone. Alexis, what do you want to tell Jackie?
Hi there. Dave, I think I'm on your side. I think I'm feeling a little judgy this morning.
Well, we're all judgy. We don't want to admit it, and we blast other people for being judgy, but we are all very judgmental. That's how we survive. But go ahead.
I would agree. I would say, I'm 36. I would say my body count is 2. My husband's body count is 2. And to me, I feel like if you are in the triple digits, that is probably some self-reflection that you might want to do and find some inner peace before seeking external validation. Again, I know it's judgy, but I think triple digits, I don't even have triple-digit friends, so having triple digits in your body count seems very...
You know, it's so interesting because people have such different attitudes about sex. It's kind of like, I compare it to food. Some people like really spicy food, and other people think ketchup is too spicy. Other people are like, fish, gross. Fish, that's disgusting. And other people like, give me that sushi. So people just have different attitudes about it, and nobody's wrong. It's a matter of, I think, what works for you. We got a couple of more text messages, then we'll wrap up. Seriously, probably more text messages than we've gotten on a group therapy in a very long time.
This person says, I'm 38 and I've barely had 10 as a guy. Over 100 is gross. Sorry, that's a red flag. It means they can't commit and require multiple partners to be satisfied in life.
But at the same time, if that's kind of your recreation,
right.
Like the woman who called in said she had money, she traveled, she had all kinds of opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what makes you happy, then go be happy, I guess.
And this person kind of feels like that vibe. He must not have been in a relationship guy in the past. He must have just slept around. People with a lower body count usually are those who always are in a relationship. So he just wasn't a relationship kind of guy.
It wasn't, and who knows? Maybe he was. Maybe he was in a relationship the entire time.
But that's what your brain is telling you just because it's a high number. So you're passing a judgment on him being a cheater.
There's a bunch more text messages, different opinions here. Dave, why is it disgusting to you?
Yeah.
I feel like it's saying it's disgusting isn't getting to the root of why you have that opinion. If people are being safe and getting tested, because I'm a little bit of a prude when it comes to like high numbers. You know what I mean?
Huh.
It's not.
That
and
surprises me.
It's a little bit physically disgusting too. I don't know. I'm just being honest.
You're the kind of dude who's like, wow, women would call into the radio station. I would just go over to their house.
Well, I was disgusting back then.
And you're different now?
I was, well, I mean, I can't get away with it anymore.
He is married, Bailey.
Susan tracks me on my phone. She knows where I am all the time.
It has nothing to do with him being older than when he was 21. He's married.
Can't get away with it. This one, here's one. I am a 39-year-old female. I got a divorce when I was 28. I went through a hoe phase. My number is in the triple digits. I am STD free. Don't be judgy. Here is another one. I'm 50. I've got a body count of over 100 back in my 20s. But I've never cheated. I've been with my husband for 18 years, would never cheat. It is what it is.
Yeah. This person says the only opinion that matters is Jackie's. If she thinks he's gross, she should run. Sounds like he'll find someone else.
That's crazy. No, but Jackie seems to be the first relationship that he's had, though.
Maybe not the first one, just a...
And I said seems.
Yeah.
I said
whatever.
seems.
You guys are judging this man.
Jackie, you know what I think that Bailey kind of hit it on the head, or that texted, is like, it's a matter of what you feel.
Yeah.
You know, if you and I are going to go out to dinner and I say we're going to Red Lobster and you're like, I hate fish, you're not wrong. You don't like fish. And that's just the way it is. Jackie, I don't know if we've helped, but boy, was that an interesting conversation.
No, it definitely gave me some clarity, so I appreciate it.
You bet. Okay. If you have a group therapy, you can see we will talk about anything. Send that into RyanShow@KDWB.com. We're going to give away Pink tickets right now.
Yeah,
Pink
baby.
tickets. What? Right now? Pink?
What?
Is it Thursday night she's coming to the X?
I believe she's doing 2 nights for Thursday and Friday, but these are floor seats for Thursday show.
Okay, let's get them for you right now. Play a little game called Older or Younger Than Pink. So, for example, if we said Play-Doh, is Play-Doh older or younger than Pink?
I'd have to look that up because
The
I didn't
answer?
prepare that one,
I know.
Dave.
I'm giving you an example. I know the
Okay.
answer.
Oh,
off the
you
top of
know
my
it.
head. Oh, sure
Oh,
I do.
okay.
Yeah. Play-Doh is definitely older than Pink because I
Okay.
played with Play-Doh when I was a kid.
And to clarify, Pink was born in 1979.
1979.
Yes.
So we're going to get you on the phone. We'll give you one. You get one right, and you win for Pink tickets at the X this week. 651-989 KDWB. Bailey, let's do a practice round.
All right. Older or younger than Pink, the premiere of MTV.
Okay. MTV premiered in 1981. MTV is younger than Pink.
Correct. Correct. Pink is older than MTV.
Okay.
Nice job.
So that's the way it works. Simple as that. When you got basically a 50-50, but a little bit better than 50-50 because you might just know the answer. Sheridan. Good morning, Sheridan.
Good morning.
What a cool name
Yeah,
that is,
that's
Sheridan.
fun.
Where did mom and dad get Sheridan?
From a really old TV show when she was in the hospital with me because she couldn't think of a name. It's called Scrubs.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
Scrubs. It's a really old TV show.
Yeah.
I remember back in my day.
Back during the black and white TV era.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheridan, here's your question. Older or younger than Pink?
Okay. So the Game Boy was released. Is this an older or younger than Pink? So is the Game Boy being released happen later or
Who's
earlier?
older? Who's older?
Yeah, who's older?
Yeah.
Pink or the Game Boy? Thank you.
Pink.
Correct.
Yeah.
Pink is older than the Game
Can
Boy.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
1988.
1989. Nice.
Oh, look at that one.
79.
Yeah.
Born in 79.
Oh, right on. Right on.
Same age as Pink. You are going to the show and have a great time. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. More tickets for Pink coming up next hour on KDWB. On the Dave Ryan Show, we should play a Pink song.
We should.
Let's play a Pink song. If you want to grab one, Vaughn, I don't know, Raise Your Glass.
Raise Your Glass
So
is
What?
fun. So what? Well, I feel like we did So What last time.
Okay.
So I like Raise Your Glass
Let's do Raise Your Glass.
if we
And
have
then
that one.
We do. Oh, we got
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course
Oh,
we do.
we've got that
we'll
one.
do that, and then we're going to come back and play Lyric Shuffle.
Sounds good.
And we'll do that coming up in just a second on KDWB, commercial free on the Dave Ryan Show, and also on the iHeartRadio app. Just open up the iHeartRadio app and look for KDWB, and you can take us with you anywhere you go. Here's Pink on KDWB. More tickets in less than an hour. Dave Ryan Show with Boo Bash tickets for you coming up in a minute or so. We'll do War of the Roses. We got a classic War of the Roses coming up in a minute. And right now we're doing Lyric Shuffle. I dedicate this round to Jill and Jody, who are twins that I took flying. And they bought me the home version board game of Lyric Shuffle.
Wow.
It's called Encore.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's kind of like the home version
How
of
fun
Lyric
is
Shuffle.
that?
Yeah, totally fun. So let's play. Vaunt is hosting because Jenny's on vacation. You can see her travels in her camper van with Andrew. It's super cool at Jenny KDWB. I said earlier, usually you look at somebody's vacation pictures and you're like, snore fest. I don't care. Then you click the heart because you like them. You do. But Jenny's are actually really cool. I was asking her a question. I'm like, how do you get power in your van? Where do you plug your lights into? Is that a generator?
She's
What's
Dave,
that
leave
black
me
box?
alone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on vacation.
I'm on vacay.
Leave me alone.
All right.
Vaunt, you're hosting. Bailey and me are playing. You get to play along too. See if you can come up with a song that's got this word in it.
And I'm excited because you two get competitive with this game. All right, Bailey, keep score, and we'll let Bailey go first. Here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Live. Live and let die.
How do you know that song? Okay, no.
Wait.
Please stop yourself. Please stop yourself.
Did you just say live in?
Live and let
and-
die.
Oh, live.
yeah.
Okay.
Live
Correct.
and let
All right,
die.
Bailey's on the board with one.
That's a great song. Live and let die.
Okay, Rolling Stone. I
good
didn't need
until-
a music critic on the show. Just play the game and
Great song.
shut it.
It was
Listen.
good until your rendition.
We should do it. Okay.
All right, Dave, this next one's for you.
Yeah.
R.
R.
Mm-hmm.
We are young.
Oh, yeah, correct. Good job. I also had this. This is where I thought you were going to go.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now you are 1-1.
Me.
Here you go, Bailey.
Bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my automobiles?
Come
Can
on,
you do
girl. That was so good. Yes, that's his child, right?
Yes.
So good.
So good.
I want a reunion from them one day.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll happen.
Well,
I
I'll
don't
write
think so.
I'll
Yeah.
write to Beyonce.
Well, Kelly'd have to get the day off over at the Come and Go. So.
All right, Dave, head it back to you.
Care.
I got nothing.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care.
We should play that song. I love that song.
Summer day. Oh, such a good one.
Such a good song.
All right, Bailey with the steal.
Wow. So it's 3-1. Me.
All right. So this is now back to you, Bailey. This is your word.
Okay. World. A whole new world.
Oh, how did I even?
Dazzling.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a pretty voice?
Do I have
Do
a
you
pretty
have
voice?
a pretty voice? Yeah.
No.
Because I think you could sing that song well
Okay.
instead of like a cartoon character.
She is a cartoon character.
You're missing my point.
Do you want to sing it right now? Should we
I wanna
put
hear
on
you-
a
I wanna hear
karaoke?
you- I want to hear you sing it in
Okay.
your best pretty
Can
voice.
you sing with me though? You have to say, "Don't you dare close your eyes."
No, not
Let's
like
pass.
that.
100,000 things to see.
All right, next word.
Okay.
Oh.
Next word. This one's to Dave.
Ring.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Yeah.
If you like it, then you should.
Yes, baby. Do the thing, Dave. The single ladies.
I don't know the dance.
It's just you got to shake your hand like you got a ring on it.
Okay.
All right.
There we
Dave's
go.
on the board with 2. Was it 3-2 now?
It's 4-2.
Oh, 4-2.
4-2 me.
Okay. Bailey said get it right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next word. This is for Bailey.
Okay. Ain't too. I'm thinking ain't too proud to beg, but I don't know how it goes.
That's yeah.
Shoot.
I know what that is. Temptations.
Yeah, it's
Ain't too proud to beg. Temptations. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Slay. All I had to do was name the song.
That was very generous of you to give her that one because
Thank
it was a little bit of a stretch, but that's fine.
No, she had it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm saying I was singing a different song, but ain't too proud to beg.
All right, Dave, this is you.
Ready?
Need.
Jeez, you're striking out today.
I need it that way.
No, I don't think that's how that goes.
Okay.
Bailey, you want to steal?
I just threw me off with I need it that way.
I need
you. I need you now. No, I don't know. I made that up.
I had some Doja Cat.
Oh.
Baby, I need to know.
Oh, that'd be a tough one. I would have never come up with that one.
Well, it's a blowout. Bailey, you just won. Didn't you?
Well, I did win.
What
Well,
is it, 4?
It's 5-2, me.
Yeah, you just won.
Did you win?
There's no way Dave could win at this point.
That was a fun game. I still love that game. Thank you, dedicated to Jody and Jill. So thank you very much.
World.
Not necessary. My friend Nate texted me yesterday. He said, why when you say something does Bailey then turn it into a song? Like if I say, okay, Boo Bash is coming up.
Boo Bash. Ooh.
See, not necessary.
Why not?
Well, it's just
Why don't
not.
you like having any
Let's
kind of
try
fun
this.
in your
Ready?
life? Okay.
My dog died today.
Oh, no, Fido.
Fido,
Okay.
you mean?
Fido.
All right, we're going to do War of the Roses and put a bullet in this bit right now. Let's go.
Are they cheating? Chances are, yep, they're cheating. But just to make sure, it's the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB.
I love this story on War of the Roses because it's so shady. I want Callie to tell you the story because this is basically the only evidence that she has that her boyfriend, Tony, is cheating, is something that Tony did. And this will curl your hair, Fallon. This is worse than human weather. It's going to curl your hair
Worse
right
than
up.
human weather, okay.
Hey, Callie, thanks for being on War of the Roses. And we'll try to trap Tony here in a second and see whether he's cheating on you.
Okay.
How long have you been going out with Tony?
We've been going out exclusively now for about, I would say, 8 months.
Okay.
Okay.
And you found out something from Tony's past that made you go, wait, this is a big problem. What did you hear?
Yeah, so we were at a barbecue with friends, and people were drinking. So one of his friends was pretty tipsy, pretty drunk, and he starts talking about and laughing about, in Tony's past, a situation of how he was engaged to 2 girls at once.
Okay, not just seeing 2 girls at once.
No, engaged.
Engaged.
Actually
Oh, God.
engaged. Wait, it gets even better, though, because the reason that they were laughing about it was because he had only 1 engagement ring. So he was somehow going back and forth with 1 ring with the 2 girls. So he would give it to the 1 girl and say that he needed to get it resized for her, and then give it to the second girl. And after she's had it for a while, say, oh, I want to get that cleaned for you. And so it was apparently, according to the story, it was going back and forth like that.
Oh, my God.
How many times, do you have any idea, Callie, how many times he was able to switch the ring back and forth between both of these women?
No, he didn't take it that far into the story. They were just laughing about it. And, I'm with a group of people, so what do you do? You know,
you're like, ha, 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 that's so funny that he toyed with a woman, 2 women's emotions like that. Ha, ha, ha.
Right. So I was bothered by it, but I'm like, so I just kind of waited a little bit, and then I asked, how long ago was that? And Tony tells me, oh, it was a long time ago. It was 2 years ago. 2 years is not long ago.
Long ago is like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe even 5 or 10 years ago, but 2 years ago is like just 2 years ago. That's fairly recent. So what did you say to him at that point? Did you let him kind of have it? Like, that's a really crappy thing to do, Tony? Or what did you say, or did he laugh it off, or how did he justify doing something like this?
Well, I was in shock. First of all, because you hear this at a party, you're at a barbecue, so you're with friends, so you don't eat. You're kind of okay, how do you behave? First of all, but then after, kind of cornering him and asking him about that, and then he just kind of laughs it off. Says, "No, it was such a long time ago." I was just kind of I was kind of in shock. So I just was like, okay, that's, I didn't really say anything to him. I just kind of was I had to walk away and think about that. The problem is, how do you even, that's something about this person that I didn't even know.
That's
and I
not
guess
just...
it's a good thing to find out.
No, it is a good thing to find out,
right?
because it's not just cheating. It's kind of next level, because now you're not only seeing 2 different people, but you are engaged. So each of them is thinking, I'm engaged. I'm going to plan a wedding. I'd love to know how both of these women found out or got out of this situation. Did you hear anything about how, or did you kind of drop the conversation? Because I would love to talk to Tony and find out how he got out of this, or how they got out of this situation.
He didn't go any further with it, and this wasn't too long ago. So that's why I just was kind of I'm just worried that it's only 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
if he could go to that level, then what's going on when I'm not around?
Does he, other than that, though, but you seem like you like him and he's funny and he's charming and smart and got his own car and his own job and all that?
Well, that kind of doesn't matter if he's going to be, shady.
No, totally get that.
There's a character problem here. And so, what's sad is it's 8 months, which isn't super long, but it isn't short either. And you think you pretty much know this person, you're serious about them, but then you find out something like this, and then it opens up this whole thing of like, well, what's happening when he says he's, over here someplace for some time and I'm working and like, well, is he really there or is he with some other person? So now all I could think of is what's going on when I'm not around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
that totally makes sense because now it's a trust issue, even though he's never, that you know of, like ruined your trust, but with this. So let me ask you a question. As you listen to the show, what do you think of Tony's little stunt being engaged to two women? Is that the craziest thing that you've heard? Also, is she justified because he's never done anything to her? Is she justified in even wanting to do War of the Roses? Oh, I don't know. Send me a text at KDWB1 or call 651-989-KDWB. Maybe you got a story about somebody that you dated that was doing something terribly shady, living a double life.
Yeah.
Because that's totally a double life, right?
I think so. When you get to that level of commitment, you're planning a wedding with two people, that's a double life.
Wow. Okay. Let us know what you think, and we'll make the phone call. Then we'll talk to attorney Jonathan Fogel from Fogel Family Law in a second and find out what he thinks, what he gets from this, too. Coming up next, we'll set the trap for Tony on War of the Roses and see who he sends roses to on KDWB.
We're Cat's Eye. Grab your friends and join us for a special performance on October 19th at the Mall of America. Plus, KDWB has your exclusive hookup to meet us backstage. Keep listening to win. Can't wait to see you in person with 101.3 KDWB.
If you missed our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
You can now watch the best moments exclusively on Hulu right now.
All right, you guys are out for a party, I can tell.
you'll see the biggest festival headliners from around the world assembled on one stage on one show.
This iHeart energy is so incredible.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Gwen Stefani, Halsey, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, The Weeknd, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet, and a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
Thank you to iHeart and everything for having us.
This is the only time you will see a lineup of superstar performers like this on one stage on one night.
Get louder than ever.
See it all at our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu right now.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Twin Cities weather still a bit chilly today. Mostly sunny. We'll get to 53 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Tonight, frosty and even a hard freeze possible, especially in the outer lying areas of the metro and to the north. Our low upper 20s to around 30. Tomorrow, sunny becoming breezy. 60 by Thursday. We'll be back to near 70. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Outside now, it's 35.
This report is sponsored by Vicks VapoStick.
Vicks VapoStick delivers soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. Vicks VapoStick, comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. NA member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
If you've been injured, call my good friend Russell from Nicolay Law, and him and his team will handle the rest. At Nicolay, of course, they love to win cases, but they're committed to serving people, not just winning. They have offices throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin. And one of my favorite parts, free consultations and no upfront charges. When you need to win, get the beard. Find out more information on their website, nicoletlaw.com, or give them a call. They answer 24/7. Their phone number is 1-855-NICOLET. That's 1-855-NICOLET.
Fleet Farm's having another great truckload sale, so make room for big savings. This Thursday through Sunday only, get bags of hardwood fuel pellets for just $4.99. 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed are on sale for $13.99. Pound bags of our own pistachios are 2 for $10. And cases of Fleet Farm water are 4 for $11. Load up on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm's 4-day truckload sale.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text THRIVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text THRIVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text THRIVE to 200-300. That's THRIVE to 200-300. THRIVE to 200-300.
Jenny, guess what? Coats for Kids is back for its 39th year.
Yeah, donate new and gently used kids and adult coats to any Pilgrim Dry Cleaners, 27 locations now through November 2nd.
Help someone stay warm this winter. Go to pilgrimdrycleaners.com for details.
Did you know every 3 seconds someone is a victim of identity theft? LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity this Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Adding multi-factor authentication, like a text with a security code, is one way to boost your security. But for comprehensive protection, trust LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal info and steps in to resolve issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect yourself with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Custom One Exteriors, your trusted partner in the Twin Cities for enhancing your home's exterior. Upgrade with renowned brands like Anderson and Pella Windows, James Hardy and LP Siding, or IKO Roofing Materials, each chosen for their quality and durability. These industry-leading products not only improve the appearance of your home, but also its structural integrity and energy efficiency, specializing in comprehensive storm repairs. Visit CustomOneExteriors.com to schedule your free consultation today. CustomOneExteriors.com, where your dream home becomes reality.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Global music superstar Usher presents Past, Present, Future. Usher, live at Target Center, Saturday, November 2nd, and due to demand, second show added Sunday, November 3rd. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The brand new album Coming Home is available everywhere now. Usher, live in Minneapolis. For more, visit usherworld.com.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Good morning. We've got delays on 94 westbound from Lake Elmo to Radio Drive and 94 westbound between White Bear and Hennepin-Lyndale. 94 eastbound with an accident at County Road 81 and delays from Brockton Lane to Maple Grove Parkway and from Plymouth to Hennepin-Lyndale. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by White Christmas at Chanhassen Dinner Theaters.
Bring your family to see Irving Berlin's White Christmas at Chanhassen Dinner Theaters. Based on the classic film, this smash hit is a singing, dancing celebration of the magic of the holidays. Get your tickets now for White Christmas. Visit chanhassendt.com.
A wicked good time is waiting for you now inside the free iHeart app, and it starts with commercial-free Halloween radio. It's the ultimate Halloween soundtrack for the season.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
With spooky hits,
The Monster Man.
fun throwbacks,
It's just a jump to the left.
and all the essential Halloween anthems. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween Radio, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
Free never sounded so good.
Life is too short for boring mornings. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Let's get you that keyword right now so you can go to New York to see the iHeart New York City radio Jingle Ball. Jingle Ball.
Yeah, baby.
Get you to New York City. We'd love to have you go. We do this like all day, almost pretty much every day. We give you a keyword. You open up your phone, you open up your laptop, you go to KDWB.com, and a box should pop up that says, enter the keyword to win here. You type in the word ball, and you have a chance to go to the show.
Ooh.
I mean, keywords are an easy but boring way to win. They're not exciting. There's no trivia. There's no contest. It's just a boring, simple, but effective way to win. So if you don't have time for a trivia contest, then go to KDWB.com, enter the keyword ball, and you are in.
101.3 KDWB has your chance to win $1,000 and qualify for a VIP trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball.
Just enter this nationwide keyword on KDWB.com.
Ball. That's ball.
Enter it now at KDWB.com.
Back to the War of the Roses on the Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Dave Ryan Show, War of the Roses. Kind of a weird thing. I've never heard this in all the time we've done War of the Roses. A guy was engaged to somebody. He gave her an engagement ring, and then a few days later, he said, hey, I need that back. We got to get it sized. He took it back, but instead of taking it to get sized, he gave it to another woman that he was apparently also getting engaged to. After a few days she had it, he said, yeah, I need to take it to get it cleaned. He took it back, then apparently got it resized, then gave it to the other woman, and this went on for God knows how long. And then something happened and they all broke up, whatever. So now he's seen somebody new. I guess they were all getting together, and one of his friends said, hey, yeah, I'm going to let you know this. Your boyfriend, yeah, he's kind of a character. Yeah, he was engaged to two. He told her the whole ring story.
Yeah, he's like laughing about it, like, haha, Tony, that guy, what a zany guy.
So she's like, is Tony just this awful creep? I want to put him on War of the Roses and set a trap for him to see if he sends the roses to somebody else. We do have somebody on the phone here from Osseo, I believe. Otsego. Get them confused all the time. Otsego and Osseo. Good morning. What did you want to say about War of the Roses anyway?
Brianna.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So what were your thoughts on War of the Roses?
Yeah, so I think she's completely justified for going on War of the Roses to figure out if he's doing shady stuff behind her back. Like, that is some shady stuff. I can't believe that he could get away with that for so long. Like, who knows how long, but...
I know. Yeah, someone texted and they said that, like, even if, like, he isn't, she's always going to have that in the back of her head. But
exactly.
Yeah, that's shady, so...
Well, like, I would lose so much trust. I would, like, track him.
I would too. Hey, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Also, I know that we have another call, I think, but I was going to say, Dave, I don't know if you saw this text. It says, I need a last initial for Tony. I'm pretty sure one of those women he was engaged to is my sister-in-law.
Oh, seriously?
Almost everyone agrees with her, though. Like, every text is sick, total narcissist, run.
Sociopath.
Yep.
I heard sociopath a couple of times.
Yeah, no thanks. That alone will be enough for me to say goodbye. Wouldn't even need to do War of the Roses. What a creep. My question is, how did he get busted, they asked. And I would definitely be suspicious because if he could do that, what could he be doing to her? I don't think we found out how he was actually busted.
No, that's a really good question. That, you know what, if one of them finally called the other one or they got a hold of each other or something like that, there are a lot, everybody agrees. Nope, no thanks.
Yeah.
That would be enough for me to say goodbye. Wouldn't even need to do War of the Roses. even if he's not cheating now, she's always going to have that in the back of her head. And then somebody said, don't ever trust a Tony.
Oh, gosh.
That's not necessarily true. I knew a Tony one time. He's pretty trustworthy, yeah.
Okay.
But for the most part, there are, yeah. Let's make the phone call right now and see who Tony will send the roses to. Then we're going to talk to attorney Jonathan Fogel from Fogel Family Law to get some insight on this. People love it when we get Jonathan on, because it's like, oh, I didn't know that, and Jonathan's always got a story. So we'll make the phone call first on KDWB.
We really appreciate your feedback today, Tony. As promised, we are going to send out a dozen long-stem romantic roses on your behalf to whomever you'd like us to. What I do, just so you know, is I'll get their information, like their mailing address. But first, what is the name of the recipient of these lovely roses?
Oh, wow. Can I do something a little weird, like a little different? Can I send it to two people? Is that possible?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you're fine with just splitting those in half, like 6 to one, 6 to another.
Right.
Yeah, I think we can do that. That's not a big deal.
Okay. Don't judge me. I have two very special people that I would like to send them.
No judgment. Honestly, I do this all day long, so this is a judgment-free zone.
Okay.
So,
great.
What is the first name?
First one would be Callie.
Okay.
And that one we could say something like, "You're my world."
Okay.
And something very simple there. And then I think for the second one, okay, her name is Sylvie.
Okay.
We can go something like, "You're my everything."
Okay. Similar meanings to these two special people in your life, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll understand though. They'll understand the meanings behind the
Okay.
the phrases.
It must be hard for Callie to listen and be quiet.
Your world.
As you say that you are my world, and then you send another card to Sylvie.
Which
that says, you are my everything. Now, neither of them will know about except the problem is Callie's listening. There's a lot of problems here. First of all, you're been hoodwinked. There really is no roses. It's the Dave Ryan Show over on KDWB. We set a trap for you, Tony, to see who you would send roses to. And worse than that is Callie is the one who put us up to it to see who you would send roses to. And you did send them to you. He did send them to you, Callie. But what did you hear? What did you think when you heard him say, send them also to Sylvie?
All I could think of is, you know what, Tony? We are done. We are so done. You just need to lose my number. Don't ever call me. You know something? I am so grateful to your friend for telling us that story the other day, because had he not told us that story, I wouldn't have done this, and I wouldn't have found out that there is something really wrong with you. So, you know what? People are smarter than you think they are, and they're not going to fall for your because I didn't.
Tony, you've become awful silent. I'm worried that you're either stunned into silence or you're pretending this never happened and you hung up. Are you still there, Tony?
Who set this up? Like, what's going on? Like, I literally answered a survey. What is this?
Great question.
Yeah. Well, let me back up a little bit. So first of all, my name's Dave, and that's Fallon. The woman giving the survey was actually Fallon. We're both on the radio over at KDWB. And we were setting you up to see who you would send flowers to. There's really no survey, and we don't care about your cable happiness, and that really doesn't matter. But we had heard the story about how a couple of years ago, remember when you were engaged to two girls at the same time, and you had given a ring to one, and then you asked for it back so you could have it supposedly resized, but you gave it to another woman. Then you took it back from her because you need to have it cleaned and gave it to woman number one. Remember all that?
Remember, Tony? Remember how we were laughing about that just a couple of days ago?
All right. Callie, did you set this up? What is this? What is going on?
He just told you what it is. It's me calling a radio station to find out if you were going to do the same thing that you did just 2 years ago. And guess what? You are. Who's Sylvie?
Callie, this is
No.
beyond,
Who's
this is
Sylvie?
beyond childish.
Who is Sylvie?
Why don't we just talk?
Childish?
This is
Childish.
yeah.
And you going with two people and being engaged to two people 2 years ago is, you know what? That's just sick. That's just sick in the head. I'll take childish, okay? I'd rather be childish than be what you are. So you know what? Please, we're done. We're done. You could go to Sylvie and whoever else you've got going on, but we're done. And you know what?
I
hope everybody is listening and they know who both of us are, because word is going to get around, Tony, and you're not going to be able to do this anymore.
Wow. Okay. A lot of text messages before we talk to Jonathan Fogel. Somebody said, are we sure Tony's name isn't Chris? Emily from the last episode of Heartbroken. I'm not sure I get that joke, but
yeah,
okay.
He was with a couple people at once.
Another one says, this War of the Roses is giving me PTSD. Yeah, War of the Roses will usually bring back memories of the time that you got cheated on, but also maybe the time that you cheated on somebody else.
I just won $1,000.
Pay Your Bills is back on 101.3 KDWB with 13 chances every weekday for you to grab $1,000. Plus, you're also in for a VIP trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball presented by Capital One in New York City.
The biggest holiday party of the year. Jingle Ball!
Keep listening to KDWB and on the free iHeartRadio app for the keywords that can instantly win you $1,000 and a shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball presented by Capital One in New York.
Hey, it's Jenny. Get ready for a hauntingly good time at your neighborhood Goodwill. Find spooky Halloween decor and creative costumes starting at just $1.99. Thousands of new items are added daily. Your sustainable shopping helps Goodwill connect people to jobs in our community. Visit GESMN.org to find your nearest Goodwill. That's GESMN.org.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Twin Cities weather still a bit chilly today. Mostly sunny. We'll get to 53 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Tonight, frosty and even a hard freeze possible, especially in the outer lying areas of the metro and to the north. Our low upper 20s to around 30. Tomorrow, sunny becoming breezy. 60 by Thursday. We'll be back to near 70. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Outside now, it's 35.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
Hey, it's Dave Ryan with Livia Weight Control Centers. Ready to lose weight for good? Well, today is the day. Whether you're looking for a holistic approach with nutrition or medical support, they've got you covered. Livia days are here. When you join Livia, you'll get 8 weeks free off their award-winning nutrition plans. When you join Livia Medical, GLP-1 medications are available now for only $199 for your first month. Limited time only. Go to livia.com, LIVEA.com, or 855-GO-LIVIA.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
Hi, I'm Dave Ryan with a Halloween horror story. What the Zero Res tech pulled out of our carpet was something that we couldn't imagine in our worst nightmares. Seriously, it was like a pile of dog and cat fur and other stuff. Our carpet looked kind of clean. That's why we have it zero resified, because it can look clean when it's not. Okay, I'll stop. Get your cleaning heroes out to the house with Zero Res right now. You can get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. There's more than just ghosts and goblins hiding in your home. It's in your air ducts. This month takes $75 off your air duct cleaning as well, and that can improve the quality of the air in your home with less dust, lower energy bills, and your home will stay cleaner longer. Call them at 952-0RES and ask for the KDWB special, or find them online, zeroresminnesota.com. Zero Res, spell it backward or forward, it spells the same.
Does your insurance company want you to settle fast? Pump the brakes, hold the phone, and call 1-800-ASK-GARY. It's a free accident helpline with your best interest in mind. Don't settle fast for less. Call 1-800-ASK-GARY and tell them Ross sent you.
Northern Ben Franklin. Honey, our toilet is leaking.
Great, I'll find a plumber.
Tom, we know the guys who arrive on time.
You're right.
Northern Ben Franklin, the punctual plumber.
Northern Ben Franklin, the punctual plumber.
They always answer.
And show up on time.
Or they pay us.
Smart couple.
I like her a lot.
He's not bad either.
For any plumbing problem,
Call Northern Ben Franklin.
the punctual plumber.
Northern Ben Franklin.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shelves in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Shane Company knows fine jewelry. That means a lot when you're looking for a dream engagement ring, a beautiful keepsake, or the perfect gift. Come see us in store and compare our wide selection of diamonds, rubies, and a rainbow of sapphires in different shapes and sizes. Create your dream engagement ring and browse our selection of fine jewelry gifts. From diamond studs, tennis bracelets, birthstone necklaces, and more. With our everyday competitive prices, an unmatched free lifetime warranty, Shane Company knows how to work with your budget, not against it. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Introducing a completely redesigned Dick's Experience, a reimagined sports destination with an expanded assortment of the latest apparel and footwear styles from Nike, Adidas, CALIA, and The North Face, plus interactive experiences. Perfect your swing with TrackMan golf simulators. Test your skills in our multi-sport cage. Welcome to an entirely new next-generation Dick's. Grand opening weekend, October 25th through 27th at Rosedale Center.
A new era of chicken is here to stay, and it's not your parents' poultry. The Cantina Chicken menu from Taco Bell is slow roasted and perfectly seasoned. Take it tacoed up in a crispy white corn tortilla with cheese inside and out, or wrapped in a burrito with fresh purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. However you like it, you'll never chicken the same way again. Get yours today at your nearest Taco Bell and join rewards to earn free food. Available at participating stores. Rewards points are earned on qualifying purchases. All items while supplies last. Subject to terms.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
35W has an accident northbound at Highway 13 on the left shoulder. Traffic heavy from the Burnsville split. It's slow northbound from 46th Street to 94. 35E delays northbound 494 to St. Clair, southbound from Little Canada to Larpenteur. Highway 36 delays westbound Dale to 35W. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi.
We make your life easier at Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi. Great warranty, gas and car wash discounts, complimentary service package. And did we mention 0% APR on the Eclipse Cross and Outlander? Exclusively at Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi. See dealer for details. Brookdale-Mitsubishi.com.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
We talked about this on the show earlier this morning. What is too old to trick or treat? And there's actually some states that I guess have enacted a law, or cities have enacted laws like if you're over 14 or 16, you can't go trick or treating.
Dumb.
But we just all agreed. It's like, listen. You're only a kid once. And when you're 16, you're 2 years away from life gets hard. There's a song that goes, life gets complicated when you get past 18. And I think that's kind of true because when you're after 18, you got to take care of yourself at college, and your mom and dad are going, you don't get a job, Carol Ann. You're going to start paying rent. So life gets complicated when you get past 18.
It does. So let me get my freaking candy.
Right. So if you come to my house, I won't be there. We're going to be at Boo Bash.
Yeah, we'll be busy, actually.
Yeah, we're going to be at Boo Bash. Let's give away Boo Bash tickets right now. Ooh. Get you tickets for Boo Bash. Our buddy is going to be there.
When you say buddy.
Yeah.
You mean like our comrade?
our fellow Minnesotan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our buddy.
The one and only. This guy.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Jonah Murray, baby.
Yes. Jonah Murray's going to be there. You can be there too. Get your costume ready. I got mine ready. I had to order something off of eBay last night for $75 as part of my costume.
Jesus.
Yes, there's part of
Okay,
my costume
you'll
that I
have
had
to
to
tell me
order.
what it is.
And it's $75 on eBay. Let me tell you, I found real ones that were $7,000.
Real?
$7,000?
I ain't going, let me tell you, I ain't got $7,000 to spend on a Halloween costume. That's for sure. Anyway, love to see you dressed up. Get your drink on, get your party on with Jonah Murray, Gary Spivey, Tammy the Tarot Card Reader. We're all going to be at the barn at Cowboy Jack's. Love to have you out there. Concert. Here's one of the big draws. Did we confirm that there really are $3,000 in prizes?
I keep getting emails that say it, yeah.
This blows me away because usually we have like $500 in a pack of scratch-offs to give away. But this time it is $3,000. So we're going to break it up this way. $1,000 for scariest costume. $1,000 for sexiest costume.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair breakdown? Because listen, if I'm like a Disney princess,
Right, because then you're not
I'm
going
not
to be
sexy.
You wouldn't fall into any of those.
No, you wouldn't fall. Maybe overall. How about we
So
do overall scariest?
Or like, what if it's overall like most creative and then couples group? So like best costume overall, most creative costume. No,
I want to do sexy.
Sexy.
Because
Okay.
you always get some dude in a banana hammock, and he has got nothing on his butt cheeks,
Sure.
and women love that.
Okay,
so we should do sexy.
Overall,
Seriously.
sexiest and duo group.
Overall, sexiest, and duo group.
Yeah, because who dresses up as something scary really on Halloween anymore?
Should we do sexiest male and sexiest female?
We don't have $8,000 billion to
What
give
if we
out.
split one of the $1,000 into $500?
They'd be mad.
You give this guy $3,000, he gets ahead of himself. He's like, no, let's do 5 different categories.
You're right.
Gosh,
You're
he's
right.
like, we'll never have this money again, so let's use it wise.
It's so true fun. You guys figure it out. Anyway, let's get you in right now. We're going to answer the phones. I'm going to answer them live. Don't even try to stop me.
Whoa,
Don't even try to stop me. Hello, KDWB. What's your name?
Catherine.
You want to go to Boo Bash?
I do.
You're in. Catherine, are you at least 21 years old?
I am.
Yeah.
What are you going to be?
I do not know yet because I didn't expect this.
Oh my gosh! Well, congratulations.
Yeah, well, think about it. Hold on for 1 second and do it again. Hello, KDWB. What's your name?
My name is Bernice.
Bernice?
Yes.
Do you want to go to Boo Bash?
I sure do.
Oh, my God. You're in, Bernice.
You're in.
Are you at least 21 years old?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to be for Halloween?
So my fiance and I are going to do a couple's costume, and we are going to do a little play on Deadpool and Power Rangers.
Ooh.
I love it. Now, see, that could be in creative.
Yes.
So you might have a chance at the $1,000. I'm going to take my chances, roll the dice, and get one more.
Okay.
This will be the one that doesn't hear what I'm
Who is
saying.
this?
They think
Hello?
they're calling KS95. Hello, it's KDWB. Hi, what's your name?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Jean.
Denise?
Jean.
Jean. Hi, Jean. Do you want to go to Boo Bash?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to send you there. What's your costume?
I can't tell that yet.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Wow.
In other words, you haven't picked one out yet.
Pretty
That's
much.
fine.
Can I tell you what I saw in the store at Spirit Halloween?
Please.
Yeah.
A Hawk Tua girl costume.
No!
They had the hat. They had the, I guess it's a flannel.
But why?
I don't know, but people, that's going to sell out. I have no doubts that'll sell out.
I could just make that for $5 at Goodwill.
How do people know you're the Hawk Tua girl?
You
They're
go
gonna
Hawk
say,
Tua all night? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Okay.
You got to spit on that thing.
Okay. No, I mean, sure, it's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not. Get out of here.
We'll be back with Dave's Dirt coming up in a second on 101.3 KDWB. And don't worry, more Boo Bash tickets, plus pink tickets. Don't forget, pink tickets. I got those for you. Show is Thursday night.
Grab your popcorn. It's time for Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Well, let's kind of skim through things here kind of quickly. So Taylor and Travis were at the AL Series playoff game last night. I'm stumbling here.
Yeah.
She probably cheered for the Yankees because New York is her adopted town. He probably cheered for the Guardians because he's from near Cleveland. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I just don't. Olivia Rodrigo, probably the story of the day, and it's cute and harmless and kind of funny. She's doing a show in Australia, and it's an elaborate stage. There's a trap door, and she's not looking, and she falls into the trap door. But she's okay, but you can hear the crowd go, Still embarrassing, though, because when you're on stage, whether you're like, Olivia Rodrigo or you are a god or goddess, infallible, immortal up there. Nothing is supposed to go wrong. If you're pink, you can fly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, Teddy Swims, you're a hero up on stage. You're an amazing, immortal hero. And then you trip and you fall into a pit. It's all of a sudden now it's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And now you're human.
She's just like us.
In the video, she's saying, "How are you guys doing?" So that was the beginning of the concert. It wasn't even like mid or toward the end. I would be so mad the rest of the show if I was Olivia Rodrigo.
She's got like an ache in her butt cheek now because she fell.
The whole rest of the show.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably true. It's probably she did hurt herself, like landed. What was the one? It was like, was it Post Malone a few years ago that he fell and landed really hard on his ribs?
I think so.
Was that him?
But I've seen videos of Post Malone, to be honest, on drugs at shows, and that's obviously why. So I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but he's definitely had a couple of falls.
Yeah, could be. Surprising secondary careers and hobbies of celebrities. Here's a weird story, but I like it. Jim Carrey, not only actor, whatever, he's an artist. He sculpts, draws, and paints. Tom Selleck, he owns an avocado ranch and plants wildflowers on his land. Yeah.
Wow. What a babe.
Seth Rogen does pottery and created a company called Houseplant to sell his pieces that are mostly smoking accessories. Steve Martin. He's a banjo player. He's won Grammys for his amazing banjo skills.
Yes.
I see that.
He's so good, and he wrote a musical. It's called Bright Star. It's
Are you
so
serious?
good. Yeah, you would love that musical, honestly. And I know you don't care for a lot of theater, but it's very bluegrass.
I love Steve Martin. He's one of my favorite celebrities because, he's just, I don't know. He started out doing magic at the magic store in Disneyland.
Yeah.
That was how he got his first, little opening. And then he started playing the banjo. Then he did these wild stand-up shows back in the 70s.
I love him.
And then he did, what was it, Father of the Bride?
Yeah.
And what else? The one with all the kids.
Oh, Cheaper by the Dozen?
Cheaper by the Dozen. Yes, exactly.
I love him.
Bella Hadid. She's an equestrian and competes.
What?
Erykah Badu. She is a trained doula and has delivered more than 50 babies.
Wow.
Wow.
What do you mean, how?
No, I said wow, but imagine
how.
No, imagine
How?
Erykah Badu delivering your child and being able to say that.
Oh.
Imagine being that kid in school.
Yep.
Yeah, Erykah Badu helped deliver me.
No big deal.
Morgan Freeman, he's a beekeeper and even converted his Mississippi ranch into a bee sanctuary.
What?
David Arquette performs as Bozo the Clown, which he recently bought the rights to.
What?
So, in other words, if you're going to perform publicly as Bozo the Clown, you have to get licensed by the Bozo the Clown estate or whatever.
Which now belongs to David Arquette?
Well, I don't think he owns it. I think he's just licensed. Kind of like if you want to open up a Jimmy John's. You can't just open up a store and call it Jimmy John's.
I see.
You have to get a license, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about, Bailey. So during an auction of Game of Thrones memorabilia, somebody paid $1.5 million for the Iron Throne, even though it was just a replica molded from the original screen-used version, not virgin. Okay, whatever. I don't know. And let's see if there's anything else. Let's move on to the audio.
All right. That sounds
Let's
good.
do.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX and Kesha teamed up for Spring Breakers Remix. All right, worth a listen. Check it out.
Hi, it's me, you're all in danger. Never getting past it 'cause I'm such a hater. Got my finger on the detonator. Crazy girl, gonna go Spring Breakers. outrageous. Always gonna listen, people playing safer. 4, 3, 2, 1, see you later. Crazy girl.
Kind of catchy, not a fan?
I was going to say, can I make an observation that
Please.
all of her music is sounding the same to me?
Kesha or Charlie?
Charlie.
You're a Charlie XCX fan, Bailey, so I'm surprised.
Am I? I know one song and that one dance to that one song, but they all kind of sound the
Like
same.
Teeny bopper type
But they're
vibe.
like, I'm going to talk real fast and then I'm going to talk again real fast in this next verse too.
God
And that's
forbid
kind of-
somebody have a style. God forbid somebody have a flavor that they bring.
Shake it up a little bit, guys. Shake it up.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is a really weird story. So it's a bunch of middle schoolers. I think they're in Texas. They're cheerleaders.
Okay.
And they did a routine during a game that their coach asked them not to. Now, I don't know why the coach said don't do the routine. And for what it's worth, I don't know the gender of the coach.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter. But the coach was pissed that they did this routine. Remember, they're like 6th to 8th grade.
Yeah.
And they punished the cheerleaders for doing this routine that they were not authorized to do.
Okay.
The punishment was walking on their hands and knees on a hot running track. Now, remember, they're in Texas, and it was like 95 degrees that day, so the running track was probably well over 100 degrees.
Yeah, that sounds like child abuse, but
They
okay.
got blisters on their hands. And these aren't kids going, I've got blisters.
Right.
They really did have blisters. I saw the pictures.
First and second degree burns.
Yeah.
For just doing like a dance that they probably weren't supposed to do.
That's what we're hearing. So the
Jeez.
teacher made them walk on their hands, not on their hands, but on their hands and knees on the hot running track. And they got burned. So here's a little bit more about that.
This was malicious. This was intentional.
She told me that they got a punishment. And it shows me your hands. We were being disrespectful to her, is what she said to us.
And we told her our hands were burning, and she said she didn't care, and she made us go back down on the track. My daughter was seen by the burn unit. It's ridiculous.
It's not okay. My kid has blisters on her hand from burn marks.
That is exactly what I want. Criminal charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
because
because I don't care what they did. That is not a punishment at all, period.
No.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some repercussions. And finally, phrases that you are overusing at your workplace. And I'm not going to blame you. I'm going to probably blame your boss. She's probably the one who overuses words like circle back.
Oh,
Circle back.
goodness.
We got to circle back. Circle back. No, we're going to revisit. We're going to check back in.
Check in. I just wanted to check in.
Another one. Move the needle. Is that going to move the needle? If we buy that advertising, is that going to move the needle? There's another one. Don't use that one. Low-hanging fruit. I used to tell Fallon all the time, I'm like, don't make the most obvious jokes in the world that a 4th grader listening could also make. That's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And she said, you do it all the time.
I was
And
going to say, did you take your own advice,
I
you
said,
ding dong?
Guilty. Low-hanging fruit. Leverage. It's a catch-all term that isn't always used right. Say what you really mean, like utilize or capitalize on. And synergy. Synergy. These are phrases we overuse at work. I saw a meme the other day, and I think it's so true. You're in a meeting. You're not paying attention. They look at you. You can say, well, it's all about striking the right balance. And everybody at the table will go, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Strike that balance.
Yeah, so remember this. So if you're in a meeting and you're not really paying attention and they go, Sandra, what did you want to say? You go, I've been thinking a lot about this. It's really about striking the right balance. And your manager will be like, oh, yeah.
Sandra, you were listening. You were tapped
right.
in.
Yes.
It's all about striking the right balance. I'm going to use that in the next meeting we're in with Rich.
Sounds good to me.
Because Rich at the end of the meeting always goes around and says, okay, Vaughn, what'd you want to add? Okay, Bailey, what'd you want to add? Fallon, what'd you want to add?
That was
Colt,
stressful.
what do you want to add?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, Rich, I've been thinking it's really all about striking the right balance.
I'm going to hold
gonna
you
watch
to
all
this.
of you suckers go, yeah, yeah.
God.
And then I run out just because I wasn't listening and I'm nervous.
Right, exactly. All right, we're doing Talk Back Tuesday in a second. But first, we're playing Connections for pink tickets. Are they in the show sheet?
No, you were supposed
have
to come
them.
over with
Okay,
them.
I've got them.
Yeah.
No problem. No
On your
problem.
phone.
They're in your
Okay.
brain.
They are. Okay. So here's the way it's going to work. I'm going to give you 4 words, and you have to tell me what the common theme is. I'm going to do a practice round with Bailey and Vaughn. Here we go. Book, meter, face, room.
Ooh, I got it.
Book,
What?
meter, M-E-T-E-R, face and room.
I got it.
They all have one thing in common. They have a common theme. What, Bailey, do they have in common?
You can read them.
You can read them. Oh. A meter, a face, or a room. Let me give you another one.
This is the one for tickets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Flip. Pay. Smart.
Got it.
Do you have it?
No, I don't. See, I always do this. You either give us like really simple ones or tricky ones, and I'm like, no, I don't know.
It's a little bit tricky.
Okay, one more time.
But it's definitely going to be one when you hear the answer, you're going to go, of course. Flip, pay, smart, Call me now at 651-989-KDWB. Pink tickets await for you. Get you out of the house and into the XL Energy Center. I want to say it's Thursday night to see Pink.
Yeah,
I'm going to read these words to you one more time, and then we're done. Flip, pay, smart, Call me now to win. 651-989-KDWB.
Fall is here.
Weight Control Centers, ready to lose weight for good? Well, today is the day. Whether you're looking for a holistic approach with nutrition or medical support, they've got you covered. Livia Days are here. When you join Livia, you'll get 8 weeks free off their award-winning nutrition plans. When you join Livia Medical, GLP-1 medications are available now for only $199 for your first month. Limited time only. Go to livia.com, livea.com, or 855-GO-LIVIA.
Means chilly days are just around the corner. Don't let the cold catch you off guard. That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com. Bryant.
So you're never more than 20 minutes away from Sabrina Carpenter tickets.
Oh my
yes.
You guys, pretty wild night last night.
What are you talking about?
I got pretty hot and heavy between me and my boyfriend.
Anyway. What are you talking about?
You notice anything different about me?
You're shorter.
No, I got this sweet hickey.
Who gave you a hickey?
My boyfriend. What's his name? George.
George what?
Glass.
That sounds made up.
No, he gave me the sweet hickey. It was
It
real
looks like
hot.
You look like you burnt yourself with a curling iron.
Yeah, right? She's so lame.
October is a time in Minnesota when getting in your steps outdoors gets more and more challenging with less and less daylight. Don't let your fitness activities hibernate this fall. Get in those steps, your cardio, your laps, your hoops, and more at the Y, where fall savings are on now. Join YMCA of the North today and enrollment is free. That's a savings of $50. Did you know the Y has programs to complement your wellness journey? Small group programs, personal training, nutrition, acupuncture, and more with discounts for Y members. YMCANorth.org.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, the credit card bill came and we're maxed out.
Great. Maxed out cards, rent is due, bills are piling up. We just need some extra cash to help us get by for a few weeks.
We should do what my brother did. He went to billshappen.com and got $3,000 the next day.
With our bad credit, I don't think so.
Billshappen.com is different. They are one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork.
Nope, my brother said it was easy. He did it right from his phone.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000 in minutes, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. Billshappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Great news! I went to billshappen.com, and we will have our money as soon as tomorrow.
Wow, that is fast.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Make magical memories by taking your child to New York. But it's so expensive, you say? But what if you could get there free? This Halloween, Zigazoo and Crazy Errands are looking for the best in kid creator videos, with the winner getting an NYC trip for parent and child worth up to $5,000. The winner also goes to Crazy Errands Mix Mart, the slime and putty making experience at FAO Schwartz. Started by parents and teachers, you can be sure Zigazoo is safe and positive. Your kids will love it, as Zigazoo lets them share their talents, their passions, their creativity, and complete those important trending challenges from other kid creators, top brands, and celebrities. Get your kids to create their video on the Zigazoo app by Sunday, November 3rd for your chance to enter. By downloading the Zigazoo app from your app store, your child can enter this contest and safely take part in challenges, giveaways, and polls. Zigazoo, the world's largest social network for kids.
Saving money on everything now at Menards. We've got it all, from big to small. Fuel up with our great selection of groceries. Lots of Matza Pizza is made with 100% real Wisconsin cheese, with a variety of unique ingredients for everybody. Lots of Matza Pizzas are on sale now through October 19th. View the weekly flyer and all of our great deals happening this week today on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
From the Nicolay Law Studios, KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
When addiction takes hold, it's easy to feel like no one can help. But you're not in this alone. For 75 years, Hazelden Betty Ford has been at the forefront of addiction and mental health care, evolving treatment, reimagining recovery, and breaking through barriers to help families everywhere find healing. So please reach out at 855-489-2383. Help is here. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation and aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Shane Company, we believe everybody is made to shine. So put on earrings that make you sparkle, diamonds that light up the room, a modern heirloom you'll treasure. We're all made to shine. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
On 94, traffic solid westbound from Woodbury to Radio Drive, and we have delays westbound from Mounds to Hennepin-Lyndale. 94 eastbound, delays from Maple Grove Parkway to Weaver Lake, and it's tight from Olson Memorial to Hennepin-Lyndale. 494 delays eastbound, West Bush Lake to 100 and westbound Cedar to Penn. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Lux Cravings Box from Taco Bell. For $7, indulge in a Chicken Chalupa Supreme, beefy 5-layer burrito, and Doritos Locos Taco, plus chips and a drink. Get yours at Taco Bell for a limited time while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Your new favorite button on your car radio. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
We have got pink tickets on the floor, I think, again tomorrow. On the floor.
Yes.
On the floor. So you're not up in the nosebleeds. We'll give those away later. But tomorrow, and we got floor tickets right now, we did a little contest a minute ago where I read 4 different words. Your job is to tell me what they have in common. We got somebody on the phone. A lot of people guessed it. A lot of people got it wrong, but Jolene is confident that she's got it. Hi, Jolene.
Hi, how are you doing, Dave?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. Okay, Jolene, here come your words. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Flip, pay, smart, I. What do you got?
All right. I think I have the correct answer. I think the answer is phone.
Yes.
Yay!
So let's say that again.
I'm so excited.
Oh, my God, I'm excited for you. You know, a lot of people got confused because they thought I was E-Y-E.
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, and I did that intentionally.
I know, but I know you guys. I'm like, I heard flip. I'm like, I know it's phone. Oh, my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yay!
I'm excited for you. Yeah, go ahead, Vaughn.
What's a flip phone? No, I'm kidding.
Shut up. Get out of here with that.
I'm not that young.
It's okay.
I was worried that somebody's going to say, what's a payphone?
What's a payphone?
Oh, my goodness.
Jolene, you got something to do. Instead of watching Thursday night football, you're going to go out to the X and you're going to see Pink in concert. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much.
I have a question for you. I'm going to put you on the spot because you sound like you're chatty and you're quick. So, what is something that you wish, Jolene, you could relive again for the first time? Mine would probably be my first airplane ride because it was so exciting. I was so excited. I was probably about 5 years old, and I went up in my uncle's airplane, and I sat on his wife's lap so I could see over the side of the plane out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so exciting. I would love to relive my first airplane ride for the first time. Jolene, think about it because I'm going to quiz you. Bailey, what do you want to relive for the first time?
I would probably say when I went to this concert in London last year for this band that I liked in middle school, that it was literally 20 years of me waiting to see this band.
That's cool.
And so seeing them for the first time, it was everything. So I'd love to do that again.
That is cool. What do you think, Jolene? What would you like to relive for the first time?
My first trip to Disney with my mom.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, that's a great one. Okay, Jolene, I'm going to put you on hold. Have a good time. Thanks for listening to the show, okay?
Thanks, guys, for all you do.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for listening. We're going to make that the Talkback Tuesday. What do you wish you could relive for the very first time? Now that she says my trip to Disney,
yes,
that was a good one. I went with my brother, my mom, and my aunt Donna when I was in 5th grade. And Disney, when you're in 5th grade, it's real.
Everything.
It's so the train
Mhm.
is not just a ride. It's an adventure.
Yes.
And all the rides and the Matterhorn was a real mountain to me.
Yes. I'd
It
love
was
to go to
super
Disney
cool.
for the first time again, which is why I want so badly to go to like all of the other Disney worlds, like within the world, like
Yeah.
Tokyo Disney or Paris or Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Because I want to just relive doing something for the first time and seeing like a Disney park for the first time. That'd be so dope.
Totally it is. Vaughn, what do you want to relive for the first time? And the reason I bring this up is because we're going to make that Talkback Tuesday. You got 30 seconds. Open up your iHeartRadio app. Tap that red microphone on the live stream. That gives you 30 seconds to leave us basically a message right to the studio, and we'll play you back. Your voice will be on the radio. Vaughn, what about you? Relive for the first time.
The first time I ever saw The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon live, I have always loved late night TV. That's my dream in life, is to do that. And I got tickets finally once, and you're sitting, I was second row. So the roofs were right here next to me, and the studio is a little smaller than it looks like on TV. But just watching Jimmy Fallon come out of the curtain, and it's just something you watch on TV forever that you don't feel like is real until
Yeah.
you're sitting there and just in awe.
Like he looks fake walking out.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
super
wait.
cool. By the way, you're not allowed to say the first time I had sex. That's too easy and
Yeah.
it's boring.
And,
Okay.
like, come on. Think creative.
Was it really that good?
Be creative. Yeah,
It
was
wasn't
it really?
that good. It was awkward and clumsy and over with really quick. So
Does this go in here?
So what would you like to relive for the first time? You had a great one with the concert.
Yeah.
Jolene had a great one with going to Disneyland. What is yours? We'll play these back in a second on the Talkback feature, Talkback Tuesday. Open up the iHeartRadio app and send us your answer. KDWB Boo Bash coming up on Halloween night. And we'll get you more tickets for you coming up in a little bit with Jonah Ray, Gary Spivey. $1,000 for different costume contests. And we'll get you more tickets and details coming up on KDWB. What do you wish you could relive for the first time again? I mean, you can go back and do it again, but it's not going to have the same novelty as it did back when you were very first brand new at it. So let's do this. Use the TalkBack feature in the iHeartRadio app, which is super cool. Basically, you open up the iHeart app, and when you're listening to the KDWB stream, there's going to be a little red microphone. You tap that red microphone, and you leave a little voicemail, just like this one.
I'd like to relive the first time that my mom taught me how to shave my legs. A, what a bonding moment, and B, the feeling of your legs being so soft.
That is so unique, though.
Yeah.
And that's accurate.
I love that one. Here's another one.
If I could relive anything for the first time again, it would definitely be riding my motorcycle.
Okay, that's a cool one. I can tell you, though, the first time you're riding a motorcycle is not your best.
You're not good at it?
Well, you know you're not. You're riding on a motorcycle through a college parking lot between pylons. But when you get on it and really get out there, that's a different story. All right, next one.
I would love to relive the first time I held my daughter for the first time.
Oh.
That emotion was so overwhelming, and I would give anything to feel it again.
Okay, that's very sweet. I would say, like, one of your kids' Christmases, because, you know, when they're 2 or 3 years old, 1 or 2 or 3, they don't really get it.
Sure.
By the time they're about 4, they start to get it.
Yes.
That would
and then
be a
it's
good
magic.
One. It really is. And Christmas is so magic from like age 4 to about 12.
Yeah. And then you get kind of snotty.
Here's another one.
That I would want to relive is feeling my baby's kick all over again. It was the best feeling in the world, and it's my daughter's 16th birthday today.
Wow, happy birthday. There's another shout out. Shout out to Alex Henry, who's getting over being sick, and he's home with mom today.
Aww.
He's got the radio on. He is 4 years old.
Dang.
Just a little shout out. Feel better.
And happy birthday.
Here's another one.
If I could relive anything for the first time, it would probably be meeting my partner. When I met him, I was not anticipating that he would be my husband or the father of my kids. And it was just so quick. We met at a coffee shop, and I just wish I could relive that over and over and over again.
Isn't it amazing when you think of the process, really, that you meet somebody that you don't even know? They're a total stranger, and down the road, you have children together.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, that process.
I feel like even in relationships that you're no longer in, like, you can still look back and, like, think fondly of the early days of it and how happy you were. Like, I think that's worth reliving, even if it didn't work out.
I think so. I think relationships, somebody who's like, I was together for a long time and it didn't work out. It was a waste of time. I'm like, no, it wasn't a waste of time.
No.
If you enjoyed that time together, it absolutely is not a waste of time. Another one.
I would want to see One Republic for the first time again live in concert. My mom won tickets from you guys and gave them to me and my girlfriend, and we went. It had to be 17 years ago. One Republic was not supposed to be the headliner, but the lead singer Augustana broke his pelvis stage diving the night before. One Republic had to play a 2.5-hour set. They were like brand new, and they were so great, and the show was so intimate, and I fell in love with them. They're still my favorite band.
That is a super cool story. I can't believe the lead singer of Augustana broke their hip stage diving.
Yikes. Don't stage dive, guys.
Here's another one.
I would love to go back and relive the first time I ever saw the Northern Lights, because in that moment, after wanting to see them for years and years, it was such shock and awe, and it was so amazing to watch the show go for hours all night.
Wow.
That is cool. I've never seen the Northern Lights.
Me neither. Now I want to. She really set it up in a really nice way.
Well, here's another one. What do you want to relive? What do you wish you could relive? Not again, but for the first time.
The moment I would relive is being a competitive gymnast when I was just a young teen competing at nationals. You would get 3 practice passes, and I did not do good on those. And then my competing pass, I scored a 9.8, and my grandma was so excited. She still talks about it to this day. She's 75 years old, and I would relive the excitement she had.
Oh.
So great.
I
That's
love
sweet.
that one.
That
It
does
is.
remind me, like, okay, this is a little flex. In college, I had my first lead role in a play, And I would love to relive not just being in the play, but like at curtain call when you walk out and you're the last one to walk out and you bow. I'm going to get all
Because you were
emotional.
the lead, so the lead comes out last, right?
And you bow and people are applauding you. And oh, that's such a good feeling, which is why I do theater so people could clap for me at the end.
Look at you. That is actually really cool. A couple of more on the Talkback feature.
Good morning. A day that I would love to relive is the day that I decided to go to an EDM festival for the first time with a stranger who is now my husband.
I love that. Again, it goes back to, it's just the journey. It's so cool. You meet somebody, you don't even know them. You don't even like them at first.
Yeah.
You might think they're kind of cute.
Right.
And then you end up having children together.
And then you're married.
I know.
Aww.
I got time for a couple of more.
Yay.
If I could relive anything, I would relive when I went skydiving. The feeling of falling and freedom is incredible and indescribable.
Some people love it.
That's where we're different people.
Same.
I would
Same.
never.
I've done it enough times to know that I don't like it, but that is super cool. Thanks for all those on Talkback Tuesday.
Yeah, wow.
It is time now for the Daily Bailey. What do you got?
Okay, today on the Daily Bailey, I want to talk about a hyper-specific content piece on social media that does it for you. So think of different things that you see mostly on social media that we like eat up that we would never have been interested in without social media. So I have some lists for you. Maybe some of these connect with specifically. Horse hoof cleaning. Have you seen anyone cleaning horse hooves?
No, but I've heard of it.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, on TikTok, the second there's a horse hoof cleaning video, it's kind of like a Dr. Pimple Popper kind of video too, where you're watching somebody clean out a horse's hooves. Oh, that's nice. And it's very satisfying. Hydraulic press smashing.
Yeah, it's where they smash like a blender.
They'll smash anything.
A bowling ball.
Yeah, or like Play-Doh or something, and then you see it like come out all over the place.
Out of the holes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
that's a good one. It doesn't come up in a long time, but I did used to watch
those are great.
that.
Now it will because I'm speaking it into existence. Your phone is listening. The red hot ball that's getting thrown into liquids. Me and my sister trade those videos back and forth because it always sounds like a fart. So you throw a red hot ball into mayonnaise and it goes like,
Ooh,
and then you just sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
That's good content.
Rug cleaning videos.
Okay.
Oh,
Those
yes.
are also,
Okay.
Vaughn's like, oh.
I love those because it's so dirty. They'll throw mud and poop and literally everything.
Yeah.
And then just watching it go shade by shade get cleaner.
It's lovely.
It's such a fixation.
The guy who landscapes overgrown lawns for free.
Yeah, I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He speeds it all up, and there's like no music or anything. You're just sitting and watching him clean and landscape. It's amazing. Flavored water recipes. Who are on water TikTok. I think those are fascinating. Car detailing. I think a lot of them are like cleaning wise. Like anytime someone's like cleaning they're like, hey, come and clean my depression bedroom with me. You watch it like it's the most exciting thing you've ever seen. My personal favorite are haircut videos. Anytime someone's like, so what are you thinking? They talk for like 40 seconds about like, oh, I want a 70s shag. And then they show them like cutting their hair. They turn the chair around and they're a brand new person. I'm like, oh my God. I eat those videos up. Do you have any, Dave?
I do.
You think of?
There's one that I'm following lately. It's called Cars Leaving Meets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about you go to a car meet with your Mustang or your Ferrari or whatever, and then when you leave, there's people there with their phones ready to record you peeling out and crashing.
Oh gosh!
And they don't mean to crash,
Yes.
but there's some some doughhead who's got a Ferrari that he's paid $185,000 for, and he's showing off, and he peels out of the parking lot. Turns a little bit too hard, crashes into a light pole. It's called Cars Leaving Meets. And I can watch it for days.
Forever.
Yes.
Vaughn, do you have one?
I have two. I
Okay.
have one. This guy has it's toilets. That's what it is. And they're hanging from a string. And he's trying to get two of them to collect in one another. And then they'll break because they're glass.
Yeah.
But he has to keep moving them because you're like, oh, almost got it. Oh, don't got it. And you're just like waiting for the anticipation for them to hit.
Full like size toilets?
I don't know where you just go grab random
How
toilets.
strange.
It's so bizarre.
And he swings them at each other and they like smack at each other and break.
He's trying to get them to see which one will like shatter quicker, but they're missing each other.
Like those little balls that you keep on your desk that go click, clack, click, clack.
Yeah,
click, clack.
something similar to that. And then there's like these fake crash tests. So like cars, it's a regular car going 30 miles an hour into a wall. It didn't damage too much. Now 50, now 70, now 120. And it's just seeing how bad a car would get wrecked at
I've seen that one too.
random 180 miles per hour.
Those are AI. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know they're fake. But it's just so interesting to see how bad. Because I'm like, what if one day I just ran into a brick wall at 50 miles per hour?
Which we all think about.
Do you know what that site is called? Because I've seen that one too. It's like, okay, you see a school bus hit a brick wall at 10 miles an hour. Nothing, it bounces off. 20 miles an hour, it caves it in a little bit. Then they'll do it at like 94 miles an hour. And the back of the school bus goes through the windshield, and it's like, whoa!
And it'll tell you like your survival rate if you're on the bus. It'll be like, you have like a 9 out of 10 chance of dying.
Yeah, and it's all, the first couple of times I watched it, I thought, damn, they're wrecking a lot of school buses. And then I realized it was all, AI. So that was a good one.
Yeah,
Go ahead. What?
Just a couple text messages. Watching people clean dirty gravestones.
Yep, I've seen that one too.
Those are great. And then glass bottles or jars filled with stuff rolling down the stairs.
Yes,
and you're waiting for them to crack open.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
There's paint in them sometimes. And so the colors blending also is like, ooh, beautiful.
That's your hyper-specific content on the Daily Bailing.
One of my favorite ones.
Thank you.
Okay, you'll never live up to that one again.
Oh,
no, I'm
God.
kidding. We'll be back. We're not going anywhere. We're going to get you a keyword right now.
101.3 KDWB has your chance to win $1,000 and qualify for a VIP trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball.
Just enter this nationwide keyword on KDWB.com.
Jingle. That's jingle.
Enter it now at KDWB.com. Okay, if you want to win that money, all you got to do is just go to KDWB.com, enter the word jingle, and that's it. You're done. Boom, you're in the drawing. Do this every time you hear a keyword on KDWB. Every time is another entry to win that trip to New York City. $1,000 to spend on whatever you want. We already paid for the hotel. You might be on the hook for food and souvenirs. We got the airfare, hotel, and the Jingle Ball tickets. Great Jingle Ball lineup. If you want to go, we'd love to get you there. Just grab your phone or your computer, whatever, and open it up to KDWB.com and then type in the keyword jingle.
We're Cat's Eye. Grab your friends and join us for a special performance on October 19th at the Mall of America. Plus, KDWB has your exclusive hookup to meet us backstage. Keep listening to win. Can't wait to see you in person with 101.3 KDWB.
Hey, it's Fallon. At this point, I've pretty much told everyone about my great LASIK experience with Dr. Lobanoff and OVO LASIK and Lens. If you're like me and you're someone who had a hard time seeing street signs, I never wore glasses or contacts, which is odd, but I was like, I can tell my eyesight's getting worse. I, of course, set up the consultation. I was a candidate. I got it, and then I told my husband about it. Now, my husband, very different situation. He did have the contacts. He did have the glasses. Give him a call. See if you are a candidate and set up that free consultation. I mean, when you live in the same state as two of the best surgeons in the entire country, Dr. Lobanoff and Dr. Whiting, it seems pretty obvious. And OVO LASIK and Lens, they've just been awarded the gold in LASIK, eye surgery, and eye care by Minnesota Best. That's just one of the many awards they won. Oh, and on top of all of that, OVO offers the Twin Cities best price guarantee plus 24 months of interest-free financing. So no down payment, no interest for 2 years. Schedule your free LASIK exam, ovoi.com or 877-OVO-EYES.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kdwb.com/rules.
Introducing a completely redesigned Dick's Experience, a reimagined sports destination with an expanded assortment of the latest apparel and footwear styles from Nike, Adidas, CALIA, and The North Face, plus interactive experiences. Perfect your swing with TrackMan golf simulators. Test your skills in our multi-sport cage. Welcome to an entirely new next-generation Dick's. Grand opening weekend, October 25th through 27th at Rosedale Center.
Exhilarating.
Wallen 2-0 with Byers. Scores!
Exciting.
Shot by Rassel. Tipped in. Tie game.
Exceptional.
Gleason. Manning. Scores! Tommy's lead it.
The game had it all last year, and the bright lights of XL Energy Center bring it back this year. Tommy's Gophers, October 26th. Get your tickets today at TommySports.com.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you,
It wasn't easy. Our Chase Ink card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Ink Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
At Shane Company, we make finding your perfect engagement ring fun and easy. Because let's be honest, you might feel a little stressed out. We get it. That's why we do all the hard stuff. It's our job to bring you the biggest selection of beautiful diamonds and colorful gemstones, so many amazing settings, and all the customization your heart desires. We've got your style and your price range covered, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Come in for a warm welcome and leave with your dream ring and an experience you'll never forget. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Fleet Farm's having another great truckload sale, so make room for big savings. This Thursday through Sunday only, get bags of hardwood fuel pellets for just $4.99. 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed are on sale for $13.99. Pound bags of our own pistachios are 2 for $10. And cases of Fleet Farm water are 4 for $11. Load up on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm's 4-day truckload sale.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Dust off your leg warmers, tease up your hair for Treasure Island's 80s Drag Brunch. You'll sing along to 80s hits, enjoy rad performances by local drag stars, and veg out on a breakfast buffet. Sunday, November 3rd. Get your tickets at TICasino.com.
You okay?
Sorry, I can't sleep with this cough.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with NyQuil VapoCool. It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
So you ready to get some sleep? Thank you, NyQuil VapoCool.
NyQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing nighttime coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know every 3 seconds someone is a victim of identity theft? LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity this Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Adding multi-factor authentication, like a text with a security code, is one way to boost your security. But for comprehensive protection, trust LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal info and steps in to resolve issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect yourself with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Coats for Kids is back. Donate new or gently used kids and adult coats to any Pilgrim dry cleaners. 27 locations now through November 2nd.
And to save time, let Pilgrim do your laundry. Details all online, easy to find, pilgrimdrycleaners.com.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
On 94, traffic solid westbound from Woodbury to Radio Drive, and we have delays westbound from Mounds to Hennepin Lyndale. 94 eastbound, delays from Maple Grove Parkway to Weaver Lake, and it's tight from Olson Memorial to Hennepin Lyndale. 494 delays eastbound, West Bush Lake to 100 and westbound Cedar to Penn. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Cub. It's time to get your flu shot. Cub is making it easier to protect you and your family by offering free flu shots at the Cub Pharmacy. Stop by while you shop and let Cub's trusted pharmacists help you take on the season.
This week, we celebrate an incredible feat, a remarkable milestone, a national treasure. This week, we celebrate 400 episodes of Las Culturistas. Each day this week, open the free iHeart app for a special episode of Las Culturistas as they count down the 400 most iconic people in culture.
And there might even be a little surprise or two in there.
Who will be number one? Find out by searching Las Culturistas in the free iHeart app. And listen now.
Direct from Hollywood with Ryan Seacrest.
Is Scrubs returning? Since launching his career with the medical comedy, TV producer Bill Lawrence has most recently won acclaim for Ted Lasso and Shrinking, both massive hits, but he's inching closer to returning to the hospital that cemented his career with a revival of Scrubs. He tells Deadline he's getting really close to being figured out in a good way. Lots of the creative team behind the camera and most from in front of the camera are super invested. I think the only way to do it is a combo of a revival and a reboot. Fans that want to see what the world of medicine was like for the people they love, like any successful reboot. But the show always worked because we saw young people dropped into the world of medicine, so it would be a giant mistake not to do as a combo of those two things. Producer Bill Lawrence there about the reboot of Scrubs.
That's direct from Hollywood.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information, like getting a text with a security code. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed, or your money back. Protect your identity today with the 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code Ryan. Terms apply.
If you wish Dave Ryan was your dad, remember, chances are he probably is. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Very funny. What is on your radar? So we do this once a week. If we find something kind of cool, and, you know, you do the same thing. It's like, oh, Dave, you got to watch this show on Max. It's really cool. It's about Amber Alerts. Or, Bailey, you really got to check out this new restaurant. It's called Olive Garden. That type of thing.
Garden, you said?
It's Italian.
Okay.
Very, very authentic.
All right.
So if we find something kind of new, we're like, oh, we'll pass this along. It's like, you know, and sometimes people go, wow, that's really cool. So I'll go ahead and start. This is actually, I did something, I ordered it because I'm an Instagram ad sucker.
Okay.
I'll get something in my Instagram ads like, oh, look at this. And I'll like order it. This one was a hit. It's a little light LED laser light dance party thing. And it popped up on Instagram and I ordered it. It came within 3 or 4 days. And I turned off the lights in the kitchen on Saturday night. Ava, who is 4, and Evelyn, who is 2, I put on the Grease soundtrack. We did You're the One That I Want. We did You're Welcome from Moana. We did The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. and it dances to the rhythm of the music.
Ooh.
And it's super cool. And that's what's on my radar. Well, how do you find it? Search Lit Lamp. Lit Lamp.
Like it's lit?
Yeah.
Because it's a party?
If you go to litlamp.com, apparently that is not the right site. But go to search Lit Lamp. And then it's Zuli e-commerce, and then it's got there's all kinds of different ones. The one I got specifically is the $64 mini portable nightclub, and it's 60. And it runs
mini portable
nightclub, and it's dope AF.
Wow,
that's what's on my radar. Get it for your kids; they will love it.
Okay, on my radar is this guy on TikTok. He is writing a song a day for all of 2024. And his TikTok is Olive Songs 11. He is so very good. I think he's honestly like the composer of our time at this point in terms of like just writing the most beautiful music. And some of it goes really viral and some of it doesn't because he writes a song every single day, posts every single day.
Yeah.
But here, I'm just going to play a really quick clip.
Okay.
You can have the fame of Phyllis. I'd give up all the fame. Have the overbearing stares, the noisy crowds, the holy shadow, and the shame of Phyllis.
That was a song about the Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog.
Look at that.
But he writes a song every day, and some of them are just so good. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, I post him constantly because he fascinates me. Olive Songs 11 on TikTok.
Okay, Vaughn, what's on your radar?
The Twin Cities Film Festival. I am so excited. It starts Thursday, and me and Alyssa, my girlfriend, we went to college for film, TV, radio. So we're going to check some of these out. And you can go to TwinCitiesFilmFest.org to see when they're streaming certain ones. I didn't know that they did this. There's certain ones that you have to pay for. I thought it was like a big kumbaya film festival. You just go where you want. But you pay for whichever ones you want. And you can pay online to stream them, too, which is convenient if you can't make it out.
Oh, that's a really cool idea.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Right on.
So on our radar, go around the room again. If you go to, actually, it looks like if you go to thelitlamps.com, thelitlamps.com. The one that I've got is the mini portable nightclub, $64. It is such a cool thing, and the kids loved it. We got an hour-long experience with him on Saturday night. John.
Mine is Olive Songs 11 on TikTok. He's a guy who writes a new song every single day for 2024.
And on my radar is the Twin Cities Film Festival, which kicks off Thursday the 17th through the 26th.
Very cool. And we'll put these all on Instagram, Dave Ryan Show, so you don't have to remember them. You can check them out. It is KDWB. We'll do Dave's Dirt coming up and more Boo Bash tickets in a minute.
Lock me up 'cause I've been bad and I know I'll do it again.